What is up today, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we will be doing a Q&A. If y'all don't know what a Q&A is, it's a question and answer. I put out a post saying some recommendations for a Q&A, like what kind of like questions, and y'all responded, and it's time for me to respond to y'all. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, the first question comes from Iron Benner. He asked the first question of, do you like sports cards? I do like sports cards. They're kind of cool. I mean, they're like, yeah, I'd say they're pretty cool. I collect them sometimes, but not a lot. And I collect baseball sports cards if I collect any sports cards. Alright. And what's the best brand I've ever gotten? Let's just go take a tour. Let's see here. This is the best brand I've ever gotten, this Rainbow Dragon. Alright, let's move on to his third question. And for the third question, you know it ain't Q&A without this guy answering it, without this guy telling me this question. When am I going live? Probably not tonight, but tomorrow night. This is on Thursday when I made this, guys. So on Friday, I'll be going live a lot. Okay, guys? Alright, let's get on to the next person. The next one we have is from Muhammad. He said, who's my favorite YouTuber, Steak or Rotus Plays? I don't really pick favorite YouTubers, and I don't want to get into any of that kind of stuff. Really not, yeah, I really don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't even want to pick one either, so like, yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next question. The next one we have is from Elias. He asked, can you trade your dragon for my gold dragon? And my answer is please and thank you. So I did have this dragon. I'll probably put it up on the screen. It's like a 2-trait Easter drag. Yeah, it's like a 2-trait Easter drag. It was pretty good at that time. Yeah, and he asked me to trade it for his gold base drag. Are we out of our mind, chat? Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. Thank you, though. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, the next question we have is from Literally Jay. He asks, can I trade... No, wrong one. Yeah, why did you unsubscribe to everyone? You said you would subscribe if we subscribed to you. Alright, I'm gonna just post something of me like scrolling through all my subscribers, bro. I've definitely subbed to every single person in that whole entire feed. I don't know what you tripping about, literally. Jay. Alright, so we have another question from Elias. He asked, what is a Q&A? Q&A is a question and answer. It's like what I explained at the start of the video. Like your fans give you questions if they want to know more about you and that kind of stuff. It's pretty fun. I'll probably do a lot of them in the future, and like I'm doing it right now. It just depends how good this video does. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, so the next few questions we have is from... Bro, it's not shift locking. For what? Okay, there we go. The next one we have is from 67 or Cookie. He asked, what's my favorite brain rot? My favorite brain rot is the Senor Carapace. It has aura and I like it really. Like, I love that brain rot. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is light blue. I like light blue and green. Light blue, green. I like any of the boy colors, like orange, like red. I like any of those. If I had to pick one, I would pick like baby, like blue, stuff like that. Alright, the next question from him is, what's my favorite OG? My favorite OG has to be the, probably the Headless Horseman. It has the best base, and it's probably the most lovable out of all of them, because that people overpaid the most for that one. And what's my favorite avatar? P.S. I can't watch many of your videos because I try to have to edit my videos. All good, bro. My favorite avatar is the one I have right now on. Look, let me do a fit check. Hold on 1 second. Bro, it's not that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is what we rocking. We got the taco hat. We got the nice fluffy hair. We got the happy face with the YouTube chain. I got the strawberry avatar. I'm like a man skin, like the Roblox man skin, and I got this nice one of my fans made me this thing Shout out High Shadow is cool. He made me this Graham design. It's so fire. I like it, bro. Shout out to Shadow. I'll post his YouTube down below and post it on screen. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate it, bro. Alright, so for the next few questions, it's going to be kind of repeating questions that we answered last time. But since I deleted the video, I'm going to answer them again. Alright, our first question comes from Steak400, and he asks, should I finally swear if I get a drag donation? Yeah, Loki, that would be fire. Why can I not move this? That would be fire. You should swear. That would be funny. Alright, we'll just get on to our next question. Our next question is from Iron Benner again. He said, who was my worst fight with? My worst fight with is probably Steak400. And then, like, he asked, are my friends with him? I don't know. What's my favorite hobby? My favorite hobby is playing sports. When am I going live? I already answered that question. Alright, next one. Alright, so that has concluded it for our Q&A chat. Hopefully y'all enjoyed and y'all got to know more about me. Peace out, chat. Let's go. Make sure you subscribe with post notifications on, and I'll put up some of my old subscribers on the board. Thank you and have a great day. Bitch.